Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler filming north and east from Jeanette's Pier as a single surfer grovels in some of the near shore break waves here just to the north of the pier, and we get some much more calm 3-foot plus waves rolling in. It's looking a lot better out there, a lot less chaos as the winds calm down, and the red flags are down as well. People starting to venture out into the water. And if you are looking for a surf session today where it's not like a class 3, 4, or 5 rapids, today is definitely a good day. Conditions likely to be also better tomorrow, and possibly some very good conditions on Saturday if the wave fates align, because we've got Tropical Storm Philippe to our south, and we've got a frontal system to our west. How these two systems interact are going to determine what the waves are going to be like for the Outer Banks on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And in particular, we are looking at Saturday for the Witchcraft Surf Gathering up near Swells of Bruin. A whole series of events happening for Witchcraft. Check them out at Witchcraft's Instagram, and all the sponsors, including WRV, the Shapers, and many others. So what might happen is, so Philippe might come close enough to the Outer Banks to create a sinking environment, which would tend to calm down the winds. And then as the front approaches, what we might get, if we're lucky, are some westerly winds that will encounter the swell coming in from Philippe that will hollow them out and hold them up. So we might have some very nice waves at certain locations across the Outer Banks on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday should the wave fates align. Or the front could interact in another way with Philippe to increase wind speeds across the Outer Banks and chop up the surf. So it could be sketchy or it could be beautiful. We are just going to have to see. The various monitors and models are kind of flipping back and forth as they have been. Okay, so let's get down to some of the local observation from the wave monitors and models and observations here across the Outer Banks. And right now at Nag's Head, we've got 3-foot plus waves and choppy conditions with the swell coming in out of the east at 8 seconds. Northeast winds at 13 to 15 miles per hour. Winds calming down here. Standing up on top of the pier, winds do not feel very strong at all where I'm standing. We've got air temperatures in the range of about 75 degrees. Ocean water temperatures about 71. To our north in Virginia Beach, we've got 2 to 3 foot waves, slightly choppy conditions. At Rodanthe, we've got 2 to 4 foot waves, slight chop. Easterly swell at 3.9 foot and 8 seconds. Northeast winds at 13 miles per hour. Air temperatures 74 degrees. Ocean water temperatures 72. Northeast winds at 13 miles per hour. And then at Buxton, we've got 2 to 4 foot waves, slightly choppy conditions. Easterly swell at 4.1 foot and 8 seconds. Northeast winds at 12 miles per hour. Air temperatures 78 degrees. Ocean water temperatures 73. And last of all at Frisco, 2 foot plus waves, slight chop. Easterly winds at 3.2 foot and 6 seconds. Northeast winds at 13 miles per hour. 81 degree air temperatures. Ocean water temperatures 72 degrees. Now, we did discuss the main weather features for the Outer Banks that will be affecting waves over the coming days. Let's pull in some data from our expert friends, the scientists at the National Hurricane Center, who are monitoring Philippe right now. Philippe, a 50 mile per hour tropical storm to the north of Puerto Rico and to the east of the Bahamas, moving toward the north right now at 12 miles per hour, expected to track between Bermuda and the East Coast. This makes it a likely wave maker for the Outer Banks. The quality of waves is presently uncertain depending on how Philippe interacts with a front to our west. I did give you that analysis of the various potential interactions with the front earlier in the wave forecast. And just a short note, it could be epic, it could be gnarly and very witchy, or it could be something in between. And last of all, the National Hurricane Center is monitoring another tropical disturbance in the eastern tropical Atlantic. This could become our S storm for 2023. This system has a 30% chance of developing into a tropical cyclone, according to the National Hurricane Center, over the next 7 days. All right, so thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX Wave Report. Wave conditions a lot more favorable today, a lot less choppy and gnarly, looking a lot more gorgeous. I'm actually surprised that there are not as many surfers out there. We got this one groveler. I'm going to get out there for surf session number 205. Maybe you guys will come and join me and enjoy some better surf conditions, either here at Jeanette's Pier or at many of the other breaks. Ooh, this guy trying to pop up on some gravel waves down here north of Jeanette's Pier. I would like to ask you guys to check out Witchcraft, which is to benefit local organizations, promote helping the community of the Outer Banks. Please check out Witchcraft and participate in all the various fun events and help our local community here in the Outer Banks. And also, I just like to ask everyone who is listening to please join with me in supporting the defense of our coastlines from the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning, those impacts being rising sea levels, more intense storms, ocean heat waves, which harm the health of our oceans and increase the strength of the storms, and also ocean acidification, which hurts our calcareous organisms, including our coral reefs that so many of us on the coastline love and enjoy. It's also worth noting that we've got a fishing competition here at the pier, and that the health of our fisheries also relies on a healthy climate. So please join with me in doing everything you can to help speed the mass deployment of clean energy being wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles, which will reduce carbon emissions and help save our coastlines from the impacts of climate change. Thank you for joining me once again for this session of the OBX Wave Report. I hope you guys get out in the water, and I will be back with you all shortly.